भारत माता शिव शक्ति अवतार सच्ची गीता मुरली 25th December 2025 morning class 14th July 1968. Om Namah Shivaya. Sweet children, this is your last birth in which you have to remove the filth of birth after birth. This is indeed the last birth of the land of death. Then you have to go to the land of immortality. The soul cannot go without becoming pure. All karmic accounts have to be settled. If you experience punishment, the status will be reduced. Om Namah Shivaya. Sweet, sweet spiritual children have understood that on one side there is devotion, bhakti, and on the other side there is knowledge, gnan. Devotion is fathomless, and there are those who teach fathomless devotion. Scriptures also teach, and human beings also teach. Here, there are no scriptures, nor are there any human beings. The one who teaches this is the spiritual Father alone, who sits and explains to souls. It is the soul that imbibes all this knowledge is in the Supreme Father as well. He has the knowledge of the cycle of 84. This is why he can also be called the spinner of the discus of self realization. Swadarshan Chakradhari. He is making you children spinners of the discus of self realization too. Baba is also in the body of Brahma, which is why we too are his children. Brahmins, you also know that from Brahmins you then become deities. Now the Father sits and teaches the pilgrimage of remembrance. There is no question of Hatha Yoga, etc. in this. Those people go into trance through Hatha Yoga, etc. Here it is not like that. Trance is of no use. One should never say to anyone that we go into trance. There is no greatness in this. It is a loss. There is never any greatness in trance. It is nothing. Trance is a game worth a penny. Nowadays, abroad too, heaps of people go into trance here and there. There is no benefit in going into trance. Baba has explained that there is neither the pilgrimage of remembrance nor knowledge in trance. Someone in meditation or trance will never hear any knowledge, nor will any sins be absolved. Trance has no importance whatsoever. To ask to be shown trance is also a mistake. News comes to Baba, does it not? Someone said, we have heard that you go into trance, show us that. So they were taken there. Baba says, trance is absolutely worth not a penny. Children of a bhog, that is not called trance. Trance exists in the path of devotion, hatha yoga, etc. Trance has no importance whatsoever, nor is there any need to show it. Tell them, there is no trance here. The Father simply says, remember me alone, Mamekam. Consider yourself to be a soul and remember me. That is all. Remembrance is not called trance. Sins are destroyed only by remembrance. Sins will not be destroyed in trance. News comes to Baba. They call Hatha yogis and show trance. Baba cautions. He gives a warning. Whenever any heads of sannyasis, monks, monasteries come, because there are many cults and sects, there is never any need to invite anyone because they do not belong to your religion. They are not going to receive any benefit at this time. They are very arrogant at this time. These sannyasis, etc., will receive knowledge when it is the time of destruction. You know that they do not belong to your religion. You may keep inviting them, but do not keep at any hope. They will not come into this knowledge cult equally quickly. They Day will come when they see destruction in front of them. They will understand that death has come. Then they will accept whatever you say. You keep saying that destruction is coming in 8 years. When they see it close, they will accept it. Death has to come. You have been saying this for a long time. Now they consider these to be your gossip, gapoda. Just as you consider devotion to be gossip, they consider your knowledge to be gossip. Your tree has to grow slowly. No sannyasis are going to come. You only have to tell them to remember the Father. The Father has also explained this. You do not have to close your eyes, you have to look into each other's eyes. If your eyes are closed, how will you see the Father? We are souls. We are sitting in front of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. He is not visible. This knowledge is in the intellect. You children are sitting here. You understand that the Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, is teaching us through the support of this body. There is no question of meditation, dhyan, etc. Going into meditation is not a big thing. This offering of bhog, etc., is fixed in the drama. You become servants and go to offer bhog. Just as servants feed a great man, you too are servants. You go to offer bhog to the deities. They are angels. There you see Mama and Baba. That is all the aim and object. We have to become such angels. Just as Shiv Baba teaches you here, you only have to know what happens in the subtle region. Otherwise, trance etc. has no importance. To show trance etc. to anyone is childishness, babyshness. Baba cautions everyone, do not go into trance. This is a study. The Father comes and teaches every cycle. Now it is the confluence age. You definitely have to transfer. You are playing parts according to the plan of the drama. The praise is of the part. The Father comes and teaches you children according to the drama. You definitely have to study with the Father once and become deities. Children feel happiness in this. We have known the Father and also the beginning, middle, and end of creation. You should be very cheerful upon receiving the Father's teaching, and you are studying for the new world. There it is the kingdom of deities. So one definitely has to study at the most auspicious confluence age. Purushottam Yuga. You are released from this sorrow and go into happiness. Here, because of being Tamo Pradhan, you become ill, disease, etc. All these diseases are to be removed. The main thing is the study. In many places, they go into meditation, trance. Then Mama comes, Baba comes. This is nothing. The Father explains only one thing. The Father says, consider yourself to be a soul and remember me. You who have become body conscious for half the cycle now become soul conscious and remember the Father, and your sins will be destroyed. This is called the pilgrimage of remembrance. The pilgrimage is not proven by calling it yoga. You souls have to go from here. You have to become very Sato Pradhan and go. You have to change from Tamo Pradhan to Sato Pradhan. You do a trial. In their yoga, there is no question of a trial. There are heaps of hatha yogis. That is indeed hatha yoga. Here you have to remember the Father. The Father says, sweet, sweet children, consider yourself to be souls. No one else would ever explain like this. The things of trance, etc., that exist in the world are not here. They will make fun of you even more because they do not know this pilgrimage of remembrance at all. You go to offer bhog. This is fixed in the drama. In the path of devotion too, they go into trance. The image of the one they worship appears. It is not a big thing. There is no benefit through that. This is a study. Having become the Father's child, you then have to study with the Father and teach others. You do not have to invite anyone. Baba says, You open a museum, they will come to you by themselves. There will be no trouble of inviting them. They will say, this knowledge is very good. We have never heard it. Chapter characters are reformed in this. The main thing is purity. It is over this that there is upheaval. There are also many failures. Your stage has to become such that while being in this world, you do not see it. The soul will go to its abode of peace. While living in the household, while eating and drinking, let your intellect be in that direction. Just as when a father builds a new house, everyone's intellect goes towards the new house. Now the new world heaven is being created. The unlimited Father is building the unlimited home. We were residents of heaven, then we went around the cycle. Now the cycle is completed. Now you have to go to heaven. So for that, you definitely have to become pure. You have to become pure through the pilgrimage of remembrance. As the obstacles arise in remembrance only. Your battle is in this. There is no question of battle in studying. Studying is very easy. The knowledge of the cycle of 84 is very easy. However, consider yourself to be a soul and remember the Father. There is effort in this. By forgetting this, sins are committed. The Father says, do not forget this pilgrimage of remembrance. Definitely remember for at least 8 hours. You also have to perform actions for the livelihood of the body. You also have to sleep. It is an easy path, is it not? If you were not to sleep somewhere, what would become hatha yoga? That would become hatha yoga. There are many hatha yogis. The Father says, do not look at anything in that direction. There is no benefit in that. They teach so much hatha yoga. All of that is the dictates of human beings. You souls are following the directions of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. It is the soul that takes a body and plays a part. Is it not? Someone becomes a doctor, someone becomes such and such. But human beings have become body conscious. I am such and such. Now it is in your intellect that we are souls. The Father is also a soul. At this time, no soul is teaching you souls. But the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is teaching you. This is why it is sung. The souls and the Supreme Soul remained separated for a long time. You meet every cycle. As for the rest of the world, they all teach while being in body consciousness, considering themselves to be bodies. The Father says, I teach souls, judges, barristers, etc. also become souls. The one who teaches you is the Supreme Soul. The Father says, you souls will Sato Pradhan and pure. Then, while playing your parts, you all became impure. Now you shout, Baba, come and make us pure. The Father is indeed the purifier. This aspect is not in everyone's intellect. When they hear, they will imbibe. Your children have the inculcation that you are becoming deities. It will not sit in anyone else's intellect because this is a new aspect. This is knowledge. That is all devotion. You too have done devotion. So you repeatedly become body conscious. Now the Father says, children, become soul conscious. Consider yourself to be souls. The Father teaches you as souls through a body. Remember this repeatedly. This is the only time when the Father of souls, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul teaches. He has no part in the rest of the drama except at this confluence age. Therefore, the Father says again and again, sweet, sweet children, have the faith that you are souls and remember the Father. This is a very high pilgrimage. If you climb, you taste the sweetness of Vaikunt, paradise. If you fall into vice, you are completely shattered to pieces. You will still come to heaven, but the status will be very low. This kingdom is being established. Those with a low status are also needed in this. Are they not? Not everyone dances in knowledge. In that case, Baba should find many daughters. Even if they are fond, it is for a short time. In fact, you females are free from the bondage of a job. Males have to work to sustain children. It has now become a custom that females also work. You children have leisure. Men have to work for 8 hours. You are free. This is why Vande Mataram is sung. There is such a huge gathering of Jagadamba because she did a lot of service. Those who do a lot of service become great kings. Your memorial is in the Dilwala temple. You children have to take out a lot of time. You cooked roti and that is it. That food should also be pure and cooked while sitting in remembrance. If you feed someone such food, their heart too should become pure. There are very few such people. There are few who receive such food. Ask yourself, do I make food while staying in remembrance of Shiv Baba? Such that by eating it, their heart melts. You forget remembrance repeatedly. Baba says you will forget because you have not yet become 16 celestial degrees full. You definitely have to become perfect on the day of the full moon. The moon is so bright. Then, as it decreases, eventually a streak remains. It has become pitch darkness. Then there is to be extreme light. If you leave these vices, etc., and keep remembering the Father, your soul will become perfect. Your kingdom is being established. You want to become perfect Maharajas, but everyone cannot become that. Effort has to be made by everyone. However, it is known that not everyone will become the kings Lakshmi and Narayan. Some do not make any effort at all. That is why they are called Maharathis, elephant riders, cavalry horse riders, and infantry foot soldiers. There are few Maharathis. There won't be as many commanders or majors as there are subjects or troops. There are captains too. There are foot soldiers too. Yours is an army, is it not? The whole basis is on the pilgrimage of remembrance. You will receive power from this. You are hidden warriors. By remembering the Father, the rubbish of sins is burnt. The Father says, you may do your business, etc. Remember the Father. You are the lovers of the one beloved for birth after birth. When that beloved has been found, you should remember him, should you not? Previously, too, you used to remember, but sins were not destroyed. You did not even know. By remembering Baba, sins will be destroyed. Baba has told you that you have to become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan here. The soul itself has to become that. The soul itself is making effort. This is your last birth in which you have to remove the filth of birth after birth. This is indeed the last birth of the land of death. Then you have to go to the land of immortality. The soul cannot go without becoming pure. All karmic accounts have to be settled. If you experience punishment, the status will be less. Those who do not experience punishment are called the beads of the rosary of 8. If you want to become that, you have to make the effort to remember the Father. The Father says everyone will go to heaven. There are heaps of subjects. You have to make effort to claim a high status. Then you will continue to claim it for cycle after cycle, birth after birth. The Father can understand from the stage of each one. Acha, love, remembrance, and namaste to the spiritual children. Lots of love and remembrance to my beloved Bab Dada and Mat Pita. Namaste Baba. Om Namah Shivaya. Blessing. May you be a practicing soul. When hearing or receiving every power or every technique of knowledge, you do not use it for yourself, that is, you do not put it into practice. You will bring it to the level of narrating. You practice less. Everyone has become a Vyas, mana narrator. Because of the lack of practice, you become weak souls. No type of obstacle comes in front of a practicing soul, a soul who remains observed in love. Obstacles are burnt away from a distance. Remain seated in the laboratory of practice, and you will experience the support of the One Father. Om Namah Shivaya.